The Lone Star Youth Orchestra presents their season finale, Fire, as well as the winners of the Concerto competition. Joining us to tell us more about the concert and the competition are Dr. Kevin Pierce and this year's winners of the Concerto competition. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
So I'd like to start with you, Dr. Pierce. Can you tell our viewers who may not be familiar with it what the Lone Star Youth Orchestra Concerto competition is?
Well, it's a competition that's existed at least as long, longer than I've been music director of the group, and it's a chance for two of our members to get to play a piece with the orchestra, where they are accompanied. Rather than by a pianist, they're accompanied by the full orchestra, and they get to play a piece with the orchestra, which is something that few, I would say, high schoolers or middle schoolers especially, ever get to do.
Yeah, that's a very exciting opportunity. And so I want to talk with this year's winners now. Micah, you know about the orchestra firsthand. So can you tell us a little bit about how long you've been involved? And then I'll ask you another question right after about the concerto competition itself.
I've been in the LSYO for 2 years now. This is my second year.
All right, wonderful. And for the concerto competition, you had an opportunity to select a piece that you competed with. Tell us about the piece and what we're going to get to hear at the concert.
My piece is Concertino by Carl Maria von Weber. And it's for me, it's a fun piece because it really has a lot of different parts that sound different. Like they're not just the same fast or just slow lyrical.
Yeah, so it's a kind of a challenging piece, it sounds like.
Yeah, but it's really fun.
Okay, well, and fun is important. Fun is important in music. So, Florent, let me ask you the same question. How long have you been involved in the orchestra? And tell us a little bit about the piece that you competed with.
Okay, so I've been in LSYO for about 5 years, I believe. The piece that I played for the concerto competition and that I'll be performing for the season finale will be Giovanni Battista Viotti's Violin Concerto number 23. The first movement. So it's a really beautiful piece, simply because of its variety. It really plays with the dynamics and what it pushes your instrument to the limits.
Okay, so you selected a piece that really kind of makes you stretch as a musician, it sounds like.
Yes.
That's wonderful. So Dr. Pierce, I want to ask you about Fire. What are you going to be performing for your audiences as a part of this season finale?
Well, and the title and sort of theme for this concert kind of came together by, I'd say, somewhat by chance, just because I had a couple of the pieces that I've always been wanting to do and haven't always had the instrumentation for it. But we'll be performing two of the last two movements of music from the Firebird by Igor Stravinsky, which is a very famous ballet by Stravinsky, written about a little bit more than 100 years ago. And then we'll be playing a piece called Inferno by Stephen Chin, who's, I believe, he's an Australian composer of, I believe, Chinese heritage. And we're also we're opening with the overture to the music for the Royal Fireworks by Vivaldi, or not Vivaldi, Handel, by Handel, which was written for a fireworks display in London after Handel had moved from Germany to England.
Well, it sounds like, and you'll forgive the pun, I hope, you've got some incendiary pieces that you're going to be playing that evening.
I think we will. I think we will.
And I know that we're all going to really enjoy watching your young musicians perform a beautiful concert for us. Thanks so much for being here with the information, you guys, and congratulations on winning the Concerto competition this year. We look forward to seeing you there.
Well, it's been great talking to you.
Glad to be here. Thanks.
Thanks for having me.
So everyone, the season finale for the Lone Star Youth Orchestra is Fire. That will be performed on Wednesday, May 18th at 7 p.m. in Carpenter Hall. You can get your tickets by calling 972-252-ARTS.